Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Come on in, I'll show you the milking parlor.
I cannot wait to see it.
So here are the ladies. We're gonna walk around the other side so you can see where the business end of things.
So what was it about sheep that what drew you to that?
Well, I actually, growing up, had sheep and loved sheep as a livestock animal. They were my favorite livestock animal. And so that's what immediately drew me to them. And I knew about sheep's milk cheeses, and you know, because of I really loved sheep themselves as a livestock animal, and I love sheep's milk cheeses, that just seemed like a perfect fit. The interesting thing about sheep is that their milk is more concentrated. So their milk is twice as concentrated, so that makes up a little bit for the lower volume.
Fat content.
Higher protein, higher fat, higher minerals, everything is present in about twice as much concentration as it is present in cow's milk or goat's milk. A lot of our customers and a lot of our guests to the farm who come to our cheese tasting events, a lot of them will say that they have never tasted a sheep's milk cheese, and it's because they don't realize that there are many, many traditional sheep's milk cheeses in the world, and they probably have tasted them, but they didn't know they were sheep's milk cheeses. Like all of the Italian cheeses that start with the word pecorino, those are all sheep's milk cheeses, because pecorino in Italian means from the ewe.
Oh. That's incredible. I've never seen a just born.
Take a look inside the make room, and this is actually where the real process of cheese making takes place. And you can see our cheese makers here, hi. Rachel and Amy, and Cooper is our brand new intern. He just started yesterday.
Hi, Cooper.
Hello.
How is it different cheese to cheese? Are you looking for a different level of fat in your different cheeses?
Oh, sure. Yeah, actually, we would really like to have our higher fat milk is best used for our bloomy cheeses or our soft ripened cheeses. And our lower fat milk is best for our hard cheeses like our prairie tome. This is our bloomy rind aging room. This is where we age our soft ripened cheeses.
Mm-hmm.
And we just have one batch in there right now. This is woolly rind and wee woolly. And they're just, if you look closely, you can just see a little bit of their rind is starting to develop, but mostly they're pretty bald because they're only about 2 days old.
Now, so how is this different from, for example, one of the hard cheeses that you would make? Do they start in exactly the same place?
No, not at all, actually. What the cheesemaker does in the vat determines what the cheese will be like when it comes out into the aging room. This style of cheese is much higher moisture. That is, we want it to hold on to a lot more moisture. That gives it its like soft, creamy texture, and it helps it to develop the ripening around the edge. So it gets this zone of ripening that's like this lovely, gooey, yummy, you know, very floral tasting. At the far other end of the spectrum is our prairie tome, which is a very hard cheese. When we make that, we want to get as much moisture out of the milk as possible. So really the cheesemaker's job is about removing water from milk. So, and we employ a lot of different techniques to do that, from choosing the right bacteria, to choosing the right curd size to cut, to choosing how long to allow the coagulum or the renneted milk to set.
Where is the future going for Green Dirt Farm? Like, what is on the horizon for you guys?
We are trying to grow to a point where we can become economically sustainable. If we don't get to that place where we're sustainable from an economic point of view, we're just sort of a flash in the pan, come and gone, and we won't have been able to contribute to those kinds of things that we really value.
You said that you're expanding in this next year.
We're focusing a lot on the wider regional area, the Midwest. So we're actually going up to Omaha and going to Des Moines and going to Wichita and you know, we're trying to reach out to all of the surrounding communities in St. Louis. So that's the kind of, you know, the little incremental reaching out beyond the borders of our local region so that we can make our local region prosper.